Guys, we are inside the Indian Naval Aviation Museum, and since it's a Naval Aviation Museum, only the aircraft which are used by the Indian Navy will be displayed here. The first one, just look at this, the Harrier jump jet. All the GTA San Andreas fans will know this, and then the aviation enthusiasts. This is a vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, and this is the first one on display. And let's just go over ahead and check the particulars of this particular aircraft. You can just screenshot this part about the particular aircraft details and all. And as you can see, I'll be giving a quick walk around. These are the engines, and this is the engine intake. That is the canopy. It's a single seat aircraft. That's the refueling boom over there. And this is the weapon spot. I mean, it could carry multiple types of weapon, but this is the one on display. And if you come to the back, yeah, see that black part over there, that one, that is the vent, like from the where the exhaust thrust comes out. This is the wings, and if you notice, this is a very weird wing design. So this was particularly designed to help the aircraft lift from a vertical position. Like this one doesn't need a runway. Yeah, you can see now the engines have been sealed off, but yeah, those two black ones. We see a weird landing gear situation also. Yeah, we usually see 3 wheels, but here is one landing gear, there is one, and underneath each wheels, the wings, there is one. So yeah, that's pretty weird. I mean, it's unique, it's not weird. These are the rear parts, and that's an external fuel tank. And let's see which year this aircraft was manufactured in. Oh, this is actually a rocket pod. Something is written as stress adjustment. Okay, nothing much of details. No particular details about this particular stage is being given. So yeah, it may be something around 30 or 40 years old. That's why it's decommissioned. This is the radar housing of the aircraft. This is the complete aircraft. So guys, after that Harrier, the next aircrafts are present over here. Some of them are. Yeah. So now I'll be taking you through these aircrafts that are present in this particular section. So let's the first one. Actually, the second one, the Harrier, is over there, and the second one is a Kamov. Is it a K-51? No, this is a Kamov K-25. This is Soviet made, and the specialty of this helicopter is this. Yeah, twin rotors. No, actually not twin rotors. I don't know what it's called, but then there are two this blade arrangement, and this is a unique feature of this particular type of helicopters. The Kamov 25, the 51, all have this particular arrangement, and now it's made in the Russian Federation, but this is actually a Soviet edition. So yeah, and just showing the details. You can screenshot it if you want. Yeah. The particular role is anti-submarine warfare, as a lot of these other aircrafts also are anti-submarine aircrafts. So let me give a walk around of this particular helicopter. Hey man, it's massive. Just look at those rotors. Dude! Ow! I'll injure my neck doing that. It's massive. Okay, it's really massive. So we go on to the next aircraft. This is the Firefly. Firefly? Which aircraft is this, man? Achha, Fairey Firefly. Hey, this is a World War II era aircraft. I have seen this in the World War II books and all. Man, I never expected to see this one here. Anyways, so this is a single engine propeller aircraft, and this is actually a very old aircraft. Like, we got a number of these aircrafts like the Vampires and Sea Vixens from the British. These are refurbished and all. I doubt how much of this aircraft is actually original, because if you see the suspension components, they are not real. The exhausts are not real. Whether is the engine present? No, the engine is also not present. This is more of a replica in that case. I mean, some parts are original, obviously. Maybe the wings are original, but then a lot of this aircraft is actually a replica. I don't really blame them, because it's a very old aircraft. It's extremely old, like from 1930s, 40s, something like that. Yeah, this is a rare one. I can step on the grass. Yeah. See, these World War II aircraft, the uniqueness about them is like the size, and like if you see them in the books, they don't appear so huge, but then once you see them in real life, now they are extremely large. Like not extremely large, but they are larger than a MiG 21. So yeah, with that we move on to the next aircraft. This is the wait, I don't know the name of this aircraft. Wait, let me check. Yeah, this is one more aircraft which we got from the British. This is the Sealand. And one unique feature about this plane is it's a seaplane. Yes, if you see the fuselage properly, you can identify that it's a seaplane. You see the shape? It's like a boat down there. So it can technically land on water. I don't know its role. I mean, it's obviously not a anti-submarine warfare aircraft, but then maybe a transport or something like that. This one's pretty in good shape. Not much replica parts. These fuel tanks are obviously replica. The wings, the Indian Navy roundels and all. And guys, just see this. sorry, I'm extremely sorry. See this landing gear situation down here. Like this whole thing folds in this one. Damn, man. Oof. You see inside the aircraft. The plexiglass is placed over here. I can't really see inside. And see the rivets. I mean, wow. These engines are, I guess, these are not the original ones. I don't think the engine is actually present. Because the original engine can't be so small. Maybe a loading bay, something around that. The roundel. Hey, that's a cute little rear landing gear. These are the stabilizers and all. The wires. Okay. So let's move on to the next aircraft. So guys, the next aircraft that's present over here is actually a multi-role fighter aircraft. And this is the Seahawk. This was also given to us by the British under some agreement or something like that. It's a Seahawk. You can take the screenshot of this if you want the information and all. This is a single-seater aircraft. And yeah, this is actually the first or second generation of the fighters. So I guess it's the second generation. The first one is something like the Gloucesters and stuff like that. You see these holes down there? These 4 holes. See, to this side, outward, and to this side. These are the cannons. Like inside those, the cannons were used to be placed. The canopy is blocked off right now, but then that's the canopy where the pilot used to sit. The landing gear. And these are the intakes. The engines used to be placed over here, but then they have been removed right now for storage purposes, obviously. And they have been covered with the tread plates. So those are the engines. I don't know how many engines it are. I guess it is a single engine, I guess. Yeah, and one more special, these used to be used for the carrier operations. So on the aircraft carrier, there's not much space. The wings can be folded up like this, as you can see. So when before flight, they can be assembled and then it can be flown. That's a unique arrangement that you will see on the aviation planes which are used for naval operations. And there's a lot of crowd over here. Yeah, this is the rear part. You see the naval roundel over here. Yeah, that's the roundel. So now let's move on to the next aircraft. This is the next aircraft. This is a Vampire, which is also given to us by the British, and it will come into speciality after some time. So this is also a single seat, twin seat. This is actually a twin seat because it's a trainer model. And this is the engine intakes over there. But I'm really sorry for the video quality becoming dark and all because of the bright sunlight. And the speciality is, it's actually something unique. I'm going to go up there and just see its wing arrangement. I mean, it's something like the P-38 Lightning. The engine enters and that's the exit. If you see from over here, see, that's the exit. The thrust comes out, and this is the speciality of this aircraft. It looks a bit weird. I'm not weird, it's different, and that's for very good reasons. Anyways, these are some of the engines. They're not really explained, so I can't explain them. I'm not an aviation engineer. I'm just an av geek, but my knowledge is limited to that. I'm extremely sorry, I won't be able to explain what exactly these engines are. So if any of you know, please let me know in the comment section down below. Come to this helicopter. Sorry for starting it from the rear. It's actually really small. It's something like the choppers we see in the Himalayas. It's a twin seater and this is a missile. Damn, this is a replica, but still it looks frightening. Anyone wants to be the target? Let me know. It's the warhead situation, yes. Okay, this is you, American, not British anymore. Yes, guys, this is the Breguet Elise and it's a French aircraft. It was also used for anti-submarine warfare purposes. If you want it, you can screenshot the information that's given over here and read it. So this is actually powered by turboprop, as you can see. And this was also used by India in a number of conflicts like the obviously the Pakistan wars because they are constant rivals. And the fuel tanks, the tires, and this, as you also can see, this is also a carrier based aircraft, so the wings also fold up to save space, and it's actually a very large aircraft, like that hawk, I mean I forgot the name, and the Seahawk. It looks like a net but it's bigger. I'm confusing it. So the Seahawk, that's a single seat aircraft, it's a single seat fighter, but this one, it seats 3 or 4, I don't know how much, but this one is massive. Just imagine like piloting such a huge aircraft from a aircraft carrier. I mean, it must be really daunting. And these are some of the external fuel tanks. These are not bombs, these are external fuel tanks. Some of them, yeah, okay. You go to the rear one. Yeah. And these are the radars and stuff like that. This boom you see over here. And since being a turbojet, that's the jet exit. Damn, this is massive. This is really massive. Some more, you can over see in the distance some more displays are shown like aircraft wings and stuff like that. Maybe they'll be fixed sometime later. So now let's go to the other side and something extremely special. Okay, let's see the mechanism, how this latches on. Just see. That was just one side of the museum. Now I'll be moving to the other side, and it's actually very sunny and shooting is difficult. Also, there's a lot of people, and then they are just like, it's written like not to touch the aircraft and stuff like that, but then just they're literally clinging to the aircraft. I mean, I don't know, man, what to see. Guys, have you imagined a cockroach or a beetle that flies like which looks like a helicopter? This is it. It's a Chetak Alouette. It was built by HAL but under license from Eurocopter, and doesn't it look like a cockroach? It really does. Just screenshot the information from over here. Yeah. So it's like a transport or something like that. It's actually really small. The shape is actually funny. It looks like an egg or beetle, something like that. Whatever you want to call it. Welcome back. This is Britain, Norman, UK. It's written the manufacturer, and this is an Islander. It's basically like a small passenger aircraft. It looks kind of funny with this nose. What does it resemble? Who does it look like? If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comment section down. But it actually looks funny. I can't recall exactly like who it looks like. It looks like a platypus actually. Anyways, so it's a twin prop aircraft. You can see, okay, the engine is present in this aircraft. That's very rare. You can see the engine down there. See, it's actually run by a gear. Wow. Okay, that's the cylinders. Like, oh, it's a boxer engine. Okay, actually that's extremely rare for the engine to be present in a stored aircraft. In a display aircraft, it's very rare. Anyways, these are the wings. Some intakes. It looks something like a kind of a radiator. These are the exhausts. Twin pipe exhausts. Wow, it sounds amazing, I guess. That's a funny looking window. Anyways, that's the Indian Naval Force roundel over there. It's written Nausena in Hindi over here, which means Navy. I really don't think that COC means, Clash of Clans. It means something, but then I don't know what it actually means. Anyways, these are the wings of the aircraft. The wings are actually pretty massive. And now to the main highlight, which is the Lockheed Constellation. I mean, just see at the size of this aircraft. It's massive. IN-315I, that's the roundel. Just look at this aircraft. Just look at its size. Just look at it. And the landing and the tires have been replaced by. No, those are not aviation grade tires. Those are dumper tires. So yeah, actually they let us climb the stairs, but some people are up there right now. So I'll do it after some time. Till that, these are the 4 engines. 1, 2. This is the landing gear. Wow, just look at this. Right now I'm under Lockheed Constellation. If this crashes, I'm dead. Just look at it. Oh man, this is a 4-engine aircraft actually, 4-engine passenger, and this some island. Some island. I'm stuck onto that islander. Fuck you, islander. You have spoilt me. Anyways, the Constellation. Yes, Constellation. Some Constellations used to run for Air India as well, but this is a naval version. One turbo. No, this is not a turbo. This is a radial. One radial, two radial, 2 more radials over there. And just see the size of the propellers. They are massive, man. Wow. And uniquely, this one also has a stock engine inside it. I mean, it's a display aircraft, but having an engine is pretty rare. But this one has the engines. Yeah, 1, 2, 2 on the other side. And over here you can see this is the famous Sea King helicopter. This was in the GTA game also, I guess. I mean, this helicopter can land on water if you see this bottom part. Yeah. This is the Sea King. Yes, this is the Sea King. This is an American helicopter actually. So, is it American? It's UK. This one's made in UK. Westland helicopter, Yeovil, Somerset. I'm extremely sorry for saying it's American. It's not American. Britons, don't hate on me. I'm really sorry. This is a single one, and yeah, it's a really big helicopter. Something like the MiL 17, something like that. Just see this aircraft now. Wow. It's so large. It's so damn large. Wow. Let me show you from the front. Yeah, there you go. Now let's just climb the stairs and see how is it. Oh, this is a super constellation. I was just saying constellation is actually super constellation. Anyways, let's just climb the stairs. Wow. Climbing the stairs of the super constellation. Wow, it feels amazing, man. It's closed right now, otherwise I guess you could enter the aircraft. Just look at it. Isn't it massive? Wow. Wow, man. So anyways, those were all the aircraft that are on display at the Naval Aviation Museum. Let's see if I can see inside the window. Is that a table? Oh, the seats are still present. Anyways, so that's all for this museum. I mean, there's some engines and all, but then I don't know about them, so I won't comment. But then you can see the pictures on my Instagram. The link is in the description box down below at the Chobiographer. And that was pretty much all for this aviation museum. I mean, that's all. And this, if you liked the video, please make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it, and if you have any queries, do comment below and follow me on Instagram where you can really connect. So goodbye, and till the next time. Also, a lot more content from Guys coming up, so please stay tuned. Goodbye.